Hello there survivors, and welcome back to another video in ARK Survival Ascended. Today we're looking at the community safe haven that I've built on my community server on the center, and it's heavily inspired by the visitor center from Jurassic Park. It's just a little bit smaller. Instead of having 3 of those round roofs, I only have 1 because I didn't have any more space, and I told myself that I wasn't gonna do any more Jurassic themed builds until Ragnarok, where I plan to build a big park with a bunch of different builds from those movies. But I couldn't help myself, so I built a smaller version of the visitor center, and yeah, I think it came out pretty nice. At least everyone seems to recognize that it has some heavy Jurassic Park vibes. So let's take a look at it, and of course, if you do want to visit this build yourself, you can if you join our community cluster. All the information about those servers is on my Discord, and that is linked down below. All right, so I'm here on the center, right here at the main river. This is one of the starting areas here on the center, of course. You got the blew up island over there in that direction. There we go, we can see the obelisk. And then this is one of the 2 or 3 main rivers that kind of go to the floating island, which is where a lot of people end up being, you know, early game. A lot of beach pops in this area. So that's why I chose it. It is one of the easier areas also to survive. There's a couple of predators there, but at least not the worst ones. So yeah, along this river, you'll start to find the signs for the community safe haven. Up the hill. So then we'll go straight up the hill. And yeah, if you didn't know, I host my own community servers. Right now, as I'm recording this, we have all the current official maps. So the island, Scorched Earth, the center, but we'll also have Svartalfheim, and soon, of course, we'll have Aberration. But yeah, of course, with time that might change, depends on when you're watching this. So right here, we can see the second sign. It is going to the left. You can also see some of the predators that live in the area. So yeah, it's not, of course, a perfectly safe area, because most areas in all of ARK, but especially also here in the center, of course, do at least have a little bit of danger in them. So yeah, we turn to the left over there to the side, and then here this says to the right. And then we're really getting close to the community center. We can see it already, and there we go. I thought there's ARK community center safe haven. There we go. Let's fly up a little bit so we can properly admire it. I'm quite happy with the way this design turned out. As I said, it's only one of those roofs. Normally you would have 2 like diagonally behind it, but yeah, I definitely think this is a good start to it. And once we get to Ragnarok, I will be making a proper bigger version of this for sure. But this is a good start. This is a good start. I really like the way this design came out. I used ASR, Architect Structures Remastered, which now has a bunch of new variants for like stone walls. This texture looks really nice. And then I've got some of the glass, and of course just the frontier door here, which really helps. So let's open this one. So yeah, this definitely has some Jurassic Park vibes to it. And then we get inside. So yeah, it is a safe haven. So players that are joining and don't have a base yet, they can come here. They can log out here freely as well. It should be very safe. There's plenty of turrets around protecting the place. And then there's some donations from players, so some free gear to take, as well as an adoption center where you can take any of the cryos that are here, or some of the eggs, of course, if you need some creatures to get your adventure started. And of course, this is all for players, by the players, which is always really cool to see. We had an adoption center on Scorched Earth, and I really enjoyed that idea, so I wanted to bring it back in some way. It's a little bit late maybe now on the center, but we'll definitely be doing this from the start of every new map now, so that yeah, new people have a place to come to and get some stuff. It's a little bit decorated in here, and it also has some open unlocked crafting stations. So if you want to dye stuff because you want to paint some things, or you want to cook some food or whatever, yeah, those options are all here. There's even a smithy in here as well if you instantly want to craft some stuff. So yeah, here there should already be some donations, some stuff you can take. And yeah, quite happy with the way this turned out, but of course that's not all. Yeah, this is where the cryos will be. I think there's already some eggs in here. Yeah, look at that. So this is hopefully going to be a really nice feature for our server. And also just, I really like this design. I think this also definitely could serve as your base. You've got 2 smaller rooms for like a bedroom or whatever, or maybe your storage room, and then you got your main base in here, maybe some crafting stations, some storage you could still fit in, and of course some hatching abilities here with the air conditioning as well. So yeah, I really like it. We have some mods here of the server, of course, so for decoration we have a lot more pieces that make it a little bit easier to make this all look nice and decorated on the inside as well. And as teasers, I've got already some of these posters up for aberration creatures, so that we already can get the vibe a little bit whilst we're waiting in anticipation for that amazing new map. And then here we got the banner made by Wild Times in our community that features the whole community, and it's kind of the promotion for our cluster, which looks really, really nice. And with the Scribbles mod, you can quite easily add those cool signs in here, so that totally had to go in here. And then here at the back we got a little platform for players that want to drop stuff off. You can use this platform for your flyers, but also I guess if you're hatching something up, you can take your small baby flyers outside here and then make them grow up here before you leave. There's a feeding trough here as well to make sure that everything is being fed. And yeah, my Paramain is sleeping here as well. Quite matching again, of course. Really, really love that color still. My shark suit is a little bit dirty. It's getting a little bit damaged, but I'll clean it up soon. Promise, I promise, I promise. Quite happy with the way this turned out. It's in a nice spot here between all these pillars. Really love the design, and I will definitely be doing more of these builds in the future. As I said, on Ragnarok, I plan on making a proper Jurassic Park or Jurassic World with a ton of these builds from all of the movies. And then of course I'll also feature a bunch of tutorials as well. If you would like to see a build guide on this, please let me know. I might be able to do that. Just keep in mind that some of this is using modded pieces. I probably can make it into a vanilla version. It will just be slightly different, of course, but should still look familiar and cool, because most of this is just different textures, and that of course is easy to replace. So yeah, really happy with the look. Only thing I personally don't like is all the turrets, of course, but this is a survival world. There's a ton of people playing on the server, so I just want to make sure that it's nice and safe here in front. So that's why we need the protection a little bit. But yeah, of course, if you're playing on the single player, you might not need all that much. And then of course this is a great base if you want to combine it with some of my other builds. Of course, I've already designed a Jurassic World raptor pen. I know that's 2 different eras, 2 different parks, but you could still easily combine those to make a bigger base and have some more room for your tames to be spared as well. But again, I will be making more in the future. For now though, this is it, and I'm really happy, and hopefully this will quench my thirst for more of these Jurassic builds. If not, maybe I'll design some before we get to Ragnarok, but I kind of want to wait so I can actually build a proper park there once we get there. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this build. If you do, definitely let me know, and if you've got any suggestions for future builds that I should try, or maybe if you want to see a build tutorial for this, let me know in the comments down below. And then hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.